Hey you! Today I'm going to share with you Sisley's newest product. I already did us all a favor and went on Google Translate because I know I'll not be able to say this good.
Ombre Éclat Liquide.
Told you, there's no way I could have said it that good. But what that translates to is Liquid Radiance Shadow. I picked up 3 of them. We're going to demo, we're going to swatch, we're going to see what these beauties are all about. Let's hydrate and begin. So Sisley's describing these as halo light for your eyes. They're said to be a long-lasting liquid eyeshadow. They're going to add ultra-luminous wash of color while smoothing and softening the skin. Crafted for comfort, the long-lasting buildable formula feels fresh and light throughout the day without any settling or creasing. They're available in a total of 6 shades in satin and sparkling finishes. You can mix, match, and layer endlessly. What more could a girl ask for? So, I happened to be on the Nordstrom website one night, one evening, one day, and I picked up a new foundation from Sisley. I got a shade a little darker than my usual. It's summertime now. I am outside a lot. I'm doing a lot of gardening, so I'm nice and tan. So I went with a darker shade, and I wanted something, you know, new from Sisley, and it just worked out this way, okay? So for my foundation today, this is the Phyto-Teint Expert, the all day long flawless skincare foundation. So this is what the packaging looks like. Very clean and simple, very Sisley. We love. I usually wear the shade 4 in Sisley. It's usually my perfect match. But I wanted, like I said, I just wanted something a little darker for the summer. So I got the shade number 5, Golden. And that is what I have applied thus far on the skin. It feels really lightweight. I think it looks pretty good so far. But yeah. I'll have all the products that we use and we talk about today listed down below in the description box. Let's get into these new liquid eyeshadows, shall we? So I just happened, I didn't know this until now, but I picked up the shades 2, 4, and 6. They are Copper, Coral, and Wild. Wild was a green. You know I had to do it. Yes. The packaging is so pretty. Like, yeah. Very Sisley, very sleek and simple, but very pretty. So this is the shade Copper. Next up we have Coral. This is Copper and Coral. So Copper and Coral. So pretty, right? I know. Then this is the shade Wild. This is that green that I just could not resist. It's a total of 6. But I figured let's start with 3 and we'll go from there. So we have Copper, Coral, and Wild. I don't have too many liquid eyeshadows in my collection. I have creams and I have a lot of just your traditional powder eyeshadows. But this was a nice little way to try out some new liquid eyeshadows. So packaging is really nice, very simple, very sleek, very Sisley. You know, we love. A little more close up on the details here for you. And down below you see the number and the information. It's a nice little flat-esque applicator. So let's give shade number 2, which is Copper, a swatch. But that is just a one swipe swatch. I will kind of go down below and blend a little so we can see. I'm gonna grab a synthetic brush and just blend this a little. We are gonna swatch each on the eyes and then create a look, but quick little swatch C. So shade number 2, Copper. Shade number 4, Coral. We'll do a swipe of her, and then we'll blend a little. Very luminous, very lightweight. Really can't wait to try these on the eyes. And then number 6, Wild. This beautiful green, you know I could not resist. Ooh. All right, I am very, very much excited, but here's what we'll do. I want to apply these a couple of different ways on the eyes. Let's like play around with them. Let's play around with the application, and then let's try to mix them and create a full look. Let's see. Let's have a little fun testing out this new product, shall we? All right, we are nice and close so we can see everything. Again, here are our swatches of these beauties. Beautiful. I will say, just using the brush trying to blend out the wild shade, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of sheared it out quite a bit. That may just be me, that may just be the amount I use, but we'll definitely see once we try playing with them on the eyes. So we've got our base on. I didn't put any primers on my lids because I knew that we were going to be putting on, taking off. But usually I would do a primer. But the way that these are described is as if you don't really need one. But anywho, we'll see. Let's start off with shade number 2, Copper. I am first going to apply this directly with the applicator. So let's first apply just with the applicator. Quite pigmented, shall we say. I'm now just going to grab a synthetic brush and blend it in, make it smooth. Okay. All right, so that is our first application. I am going to apply some on this eye. And this for me would be the way I would apply it. Let's say I'm just on the go in the morning. I'm going to take my finger and blend. I've always, does that seem to have removed it? Maybe. Yeah, I feel like when I used my finger, I removed it. Okay, so don't use your finger, clearly. That is rather interesting. Okay. Okay. So on this eye, we used the applicator and then I just kind of softened it up with a brush. And I attempted to blend it out with my finger. Well, maybe... Did it remove it or just completely shear it out? What do you think? Yeah, it looks like it's gone. Anywho. See, this is why we try out different ways so that we do a little trial and error rather quickly. Save you a little headache. But there we go. So that's the copper shade on my eyes. It's very pretty. It's very soft and pretty. I could totally stop here. Or you can grab your bronzer and, you know, add that in the crease or your favorite brown shade or whatever you want. Mix and match. It should be able to work with your other shadows nicely. Once we're done just swatching the shades, I'll try eyeshadow with these and let's see how they all play. All right, let's try the next. So for my removal, I'm simply using my Bio Effect, my Cellar Water. I let it dry and we're ready to go. So next up we have number 4 Coral. This beautiful pinky tone here. Let's see if we have better luck with this one with the finger. But I'm going to do the same application with the applicator first. And then we'll use the brush. And then we'll try it again with the finger because maybe it was just that one. Or maybe it was me. We're not going to give up. There we have the shade Coral. Okay. Let's try again with the finger. Let's see what happens. I'm feeling optimistic. I am, so clean finger. Let's give it a go. Because honestly, on my gotta get up and go days, I'm gonna be using my finger. But let's see. Okay, that is so much better than the other shade. So maybe it was a fluke or a thing. I don't know. Or maybe the finger just kind of shears it out. I'm just gonna have to assume that. I mean, that's what my finger looks like. It's got a little bit of residue, but not enough to make me feel like I'm taking it all off. But I kind of like that more sheared out effect. It's pretty. So this is applicator and brush, and then this is the finger. The finger is definitely shearing it out. So that is Coral with the finger and the brush. I like Coral. And here's what's nice. As it's drying down, it's not feeling hard or crunchy. Nice. Okay. On to the next one. So for that one, we have a little glitter left over. Didn't want to come off. It wanted to hang on and hang out. That's fine. But just so you know. All right, so our next one is the darker shade in Wild, that beautiful green tone, which I'm excited to see how it actually, I'm curious to see how this, actually looks and works and plays on the eyes. So let's use the applicator. And then we'll use the brush to soften things. When I was picking the colors, I was kind of just going to get this one. But then I was like, you know what? Let's try a few more and see. Okay. All right, we did have a little removal, just like when I was swatching it on the hand. So I'm going to try to build that up, but I'm going to let it set for a moment before I do that, because usually that's how these liquid eyeshadows work. But let's see. Okay, so for the other side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to try it with the finger. Let's see if we get lucky. So far, I think the Coral shade actually did pretty good with the finger blending. But let's see. Oh boy. Okay. So, let's hold on. Let me not say anything yet. Let me just do my thing and then we'll see. Okay, so definitely the finger application is definitely a bit more sheer, a bit more removal, but there it is. Finger application and the brush. But you know what? Now that this has dried down a little bit, now that this side has dried down a little bit, I'm going... Okay, that saved it. We were able to build it up a little bit in the area that it was a little sheared out. This is nice. This is what I was looking for. This is what I wanted. All right, so the applicator and brush on this side, and as you can see, my brush does not have product. I mean, it has a little tiny bit over here, but yeah. And then this is a finger application, which I don't recommend. Okay, so those are the eye swatches of the 3 colors. Now, let's try to create a look. Let's see how they blend together. Let's see how they play together. Let's also use some regular eyeshadow to just see how they get on. Shall we? All right, so I've got 2 Sisley shadows. I'm going to put down, starting off with the lighter one. I am using an Esum S33. I have a few of these. I keep them handy. I know this is said to be sparkling topaz, but I have used this in the crease on its own. It's a nice soft brown, but it is technically a sparkling shade. But I just want a little definition because I'm going to try to use 2 of these shades together to create a little look. I'm going to go into Coral. I'm going to put that all over my lid. Grab my brush and let's blend this. I'm doing more of a patting motion than a sweeping motion because I feel like if I sweep it, I'm going to remove product. So the patting motion seems to be working well. So that's what I'm going to stick with for these. Okay, and then I'm going to go into shade number 2, Copper, and let's put that more on the beginning portion of this look. Okay. All right, so we have the shade Copper on the inner portion and then Coral on the rest of the lid. They seem to have blended together nicely, you know, for the most part. Now, I am going to go into Copper. Let's put that on this eye. Let's get a little more on the inner. I'm going to just do about that much. It's not moving the way I'd like it to. I thought I could bring it down a little, but... All right, let's just carry on. I'm going to go into Wild, that green shade, and let's put that on the rest of the lid. I kind of feel I have to move quickly, so let's blend the 2 together first, and then work on the eye, the rest of it. I don't love how this is looking, so let's do a little more. Let's see what we can do. I'm just going to take a little bit more and dot it a little closer to my inner tear dog. So let's see if we can. Okay. Okay. I'm going to stop there. Where is my pencil? I'm going to go into matte Tonka and put that in the waterline. Then let's finish things up with some mascara. Okay, so here are the three shadows, you know, blended together, used along with Sisley singles to create, you know, something that I would create. This would be my kind of just daytime going kind of look, and then this would probably be something I'd put on if I'm going out to dinner, just something a little bit more. But these are two looks that I would create with the three shades. Let's try to close the lid on the other one. The three shades that we are trying out today. And then I just kind of softly put on a lip. Nothing crazy, just nice and soft. Kept it soft. But here we are. So far, these have dried down. These have not creased. They don't feel heavy. They're not cracking. They're definitely not budging, I will say that. All right, I have some thoughts. Let's chat. All right, here we are. We tried out all three of the new liquid eyeshadows from Sisley. We tried them multiple different ways. We played around, we mixed, we matched, we did all the things. I'm gonna say this because of what I'm about to say. Now, many of you know that I really enjoy a lot of Sisley products. For me, it started with the skincare, it then went on to the hair care and the makeup. There's a lot of products that I really love that are staples in my collection that I use all the time from Sisley. Plenty of products. And I love Sisley mainly because it's skincare first and then makeup. I'm all about that life. Now, with all of that said, I'm not overly impressed with these. I'm just not. I'm not overly impressed with these. I don't really like them. I don't see myself going to be reaching for them. Yeah. The moment I tried to blend them with my finger and I saw what it did, that was the first thing. But then when I was using the brush and they weren't really moving the way that I would have hoped, and then one of them, it would take it away and then I'd have to wait and build it up. I just felt like I was doing so much to make it what I feel is okay looking now. But that's the thing. They're just okay looking now. I'm not, wow, oh my gosh, yes, amazing. I went into this, okay, because sometimes we all do this. We over-expect and under-receive, okay? I'm very familiar with the fact that Sisley is not a overly pigmented, boom in your face type of products. But liquid eyeshadows are meant to be a certain thing. When I first was kind of swatching the wild shade, the green shade, and I saw that it started to kind of disappear in an area, I was like, uh-oh. And it was this pretty much that, like on the lid. I had to put it, blend it, let it dry, and then go in and put more, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know, I don't have a problem taking on the challenge of like figuring out how to make something work, figuring out how to make it look how I feel it should, and I know that it can. The promo photos for this were beautiful, very soft, sophisticated, grown up. Okay, these are going to be nice on mature eyes. Like my lids, you can see they've got lots of lines, and I'm not cracking, I'm not creasing. But the thing again is, even with the softest, lightest shade, when I put it on and kind of blended it, it wasn't moving like I was expecting. And then, like I said, when I went in with my finger, it was gone. These are just okay. You know, these are probably just not for me. And that's fine. What's not for me, what doesn't work for me may work for so many others, and that's okay. But what I really enjoy is I'm able to share my process with you and share it all with you. Nice and close. You know, all the things. Okay? And that's fine. I have a ton of other Sisley products that I love and are staples that I'm still going to use and still going to repurchase. These are just not it for me. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, yes, you need it. Go and get them. What do these cost? What crazy price did I pay for these? $58. Very Sisley. Very, very priced right for Sisley. And that's fine. Forget the price. They're Sisley. We know what we're paying for, okay? Forget the price for a moment. These are just okay for me. These are just okay for me. Definitely can make them work. Definitely okay with rocking a soft eye like this. No problem. But overall, I'm not, wow. I'm just not. That's just my humble opinion. And again, I'm really happy I was able to share the whole thing with you. You saw for yourself. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to go on and on and on how much I don't like it. That's it. We're done. Okay. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. It's okay. I'm not always going to love everything, and we can always talk about it. Open minds here. We're not just one way or else. It's totally fine. All right, guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, letting me share these new beautiful Sisley products with you. Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.